What's up, all you beautiful, gorgeous, sexy people out there? Welcome back to another Madden 15 Lions Connected franchise. And as promised, we're going to do one final video to close out this first season with my Lions franchise. But first, I want to show you guys some of the awards I got during the season before we actually head into the off season. There we see that Super Bowl victory. We are the champions of the world. Anyways, guys, let's look at this. Let's look at some of the league MVPs, some of the season stats, stuff like that, just to show you guys what's been going on. Let's go to awards real quick. Alright, the yearly awards. Alright, so you can see Andrew Luck won the MVP, even though we owned him in the Super Bowl, if I do say so myself. Coach of the Year is going to go to Chad Masters. Apparently Bill Belichick was fired. I didn't see that coming. That dude looks like a nerd. Anyways, let's switch over to the NFC. You can see the NFC. How is... Alright, Drew Brees, that's fine. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Drew Brees. Let's see if anyone finished. Calvin Johnson finished 10th in that. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Bobby Wagner. I don't think we had anyone there. Maybe Sue. It doesn't look like we actually had anyone. We're getting no love, no respect. Here we go. Let's go Offensive Rookie of the Year, Mike Evans. I can see that. Eric Ebron. So we did have someone almost finish close there. Carlos Hyde, the man from O State. Odell Beckham Jr. I don't think we had any other rookies playing for us. Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't think we had anyone here either. It'd be surprising if we did. Best QB goes to Drew Brees. Best running back goes to Frank Gore, Marshawn Lynch. I don't think we're going to have... Actually, we did have Reggie Bush in there. Best wide receiver goes to Calvin Megatron Johnson. Best O-line, I don't think we might have some people there. I know some people made the Pro Bowl. Larry Warford. Best D-line, of course, and Dominican Sue. Our D-line was beastie this year. Devin Taylor stepped it up big time for us. Nick Fairley did a good job. That's going to be a main focus in the offseason. Going even further and improving our defensive line, making that a juggernaut. Best DB, we're not going to have anyone there. Best kicker, I don't think we're going to have anyone there either. I'm probably going to have to sign a kicker in the offseason too. So that's basically going to do it for the awards. It was just some quick stuff. If you want to see the stats, you can see the stats right here. I mean, I don't think that it really updated through the playoffs. Anyways, guys, I'll be right back with you, and we're going to get into this off season. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, officially in the off-season. This time we're in the re-signing period. Before we get into that, I just want to let you guys know what's going on with this series and what's going to be happening with this series. So enjoy that in the background. We'll talk about it here and there, but I really wanted to make sure you guys know what's going to be going on. So I decided, I will continue this to another season, at least one more season before the next Madden installation. That means this is going to be the first time I've continued into a second season with any franchise ever. And I've only done 2 franchises. This is the second franchise I've done. The first one was Oakland, and I finished that just winning the Super Bowl and didn't actually continue it. So we are going to have a season 2. But season 2 is probably going to start not this week, not next week, but the week after. So in probably about 2 weeks from now is when I'm going to start season 2. I might actually, probably tonight I'm going to live stream some of the preseason games, and I'm just going to start off with actually having the first game of the season. So there's going to be live streams of the preseason games just to see everything out, just to feel how I like this team in the preseason, just to feel how much how much I've improved and stuff. And I definitely feel like I can improve. Anyways, guys, I'm looking through here and seeing who I have to re-sign. I really want to be able to get some of these players back because we need them. Kellen Moore right here. You see, we only have $21.3 million in cap space, so I'm going to offer who I can just to make sure we have a roster or a decent sized roster to where we don't lose as much of these players as we can, because we have to resign some of them. I'm going to go through here, see who else I can resign. Dominic Raiola didn't want to resign with me, unfortunately. He doesn't seem interested. I want to sign Rasheem Mathis because he was big for us. He came up with some pivotal interceptions this year. It looks like he's wanting... See, he wants $2.2 million. I'm not going to give him anywhere near that because we don't have enough cap space. But I'm going to offer him that contract and let's see if we can get him. And it looks like he's also not interested. So we have a few people that aren't interested in resigning with us. All these other people, they're not really that big of a deal. There's not really that many people. I re-signed Dominican Sue. I already told you guys about that. I re-signed Nick Fairley already. Those were the 2 main people going into the offseason. Also, Ashley Palmer was another one that we had to re-sign at linebacker. But I made sure that we re-signed who we needed and the people that we need in order to basically keep our starters is what I wanted to do. If not, have some backups. Jeremy Ross wasn't interested in re-signing with us either. I'm going to go into this with Kellen Moore, try to get him as a backup because he performed greatly when Matthew Stafford was injured. He kept us in the season. Honestly, without him, we wouldn't have gotten into the playoffs. So let's see. Let's go down here. And he's also not interested in re-signing with us. That's okay. I'm fine with that. See if there's anyone else that we can re-sign here. It doesn't look like there's really anyone else that I need, I don't think. Rasheem Mathis. All right, all the other people we can re-sign. I'm not really going to go into the draft because, as you guys know, I really wasn't interested in the draft. That's why I traded my picks. So contract was rejected. Jeremy Ross rejected the contract. There's a bunch of rejections in here, but, we signed some people. That's all that really matters. Let's advance this week and go into the next week. I think the next week is actually going to be free agent offers. So we're going to be offering some free agents, trying to sign some people. Let's go into that and see who we can offer, see what we need. I made a giant list of who we need, and first thing and foremost, we need some new linemen. We need to rebuild our offensive line. Let's look through here. I don't really want Richie Cognito. I think Logan Mankins will fit our scheme, even though it says he doesn't. He's someone that I really want. He's probably one of the better guards in the league. The Patriots shouldn't have let him go. But I'm going to sign him, or try to sign him, to beef up our offensive line. Because our offensive line, they played decently, but we can definitely improve in that offensive line. So I offered him a contract. The next person, let's see. I'm looking at Nick Mangold. Nick Mangold looks like he'd be a beast. I love Nick Mangold. He's from Ohio State. He's currently on the Jets, but he's someone that I really want to re-sign too. He's into that power run game, which is what I like. I like that power run. I like to be able to ram it down people's throats. I like having that. So we're going to try to sign Nick Mangold. We're going to have to do some of these signings I'm going to do off camera in order to get some people because, I don't really want to spend too much time on this, but I want to show you guys me signing the starters. The starters are what I want you guys to see. I'm going through here, look for another guard that we can have as backup to Larry Warford and see if we can find anyone that can help him out and back him up. We're going to need to beef up this offensive line because we need some linemen desperately. We desperately need some linemen, some backup linemen. So Lance Lewis, he doesn't look like he's going to cost too much, and so we're going to have to offer him. He's another scheme that is into that power run scheme. That's what he's best at. He's a 73 overall, so obviously he's not going to be starting. But let's try to sign him. We have 11.7 in the cap room. When I was going through this, I didn't realize how much where the cap room was, so I was just signing people left and right. You see all these defensive linemen, all these cornerbacks. We need another cornerback because Rasheem Mathis was let go. Brandon Flowers, Brandon Carr, Prince Amukamura. There's a lot of people that have offered him. Look at that. He has 9 bids going on, so it looks like this is like an auction house. You just bid on whoever you want. Jimmy Smith, Charles Tillman, Cortland Finnegan. He used to be good for the Dolphins. I don't know how well he did this season. Brandon Carr. I think I'm going to try to get Brandon Carr, or we can offer Brandon Flowers because he has 0 bids. We really need to sign another cornerback because we need to have someone paired up with Desmond Trufant. But they're going to cost a lot of money too. That's the downside of this. We have a little cap space because of the signings we had with Ndamukong Suh and Nick Fairley. So we're going to have to make sure we sign one of these to as low of a contract as possible. That way we can get them. Champ Bailey's still around. Man, that dude, old man River. I'm surprised I'm surprised he didn't retire or anything. I think maybe Brandon Flowers. I haven't really decided. Since he doesn't have really any bids, let's see if we can offer him something decent to where we can just lower the amount. Try to get him as best as possible. We're not going to have that much salary cap space left over with whoever we sign. But, we just need to get the starters filled out. And then maybe we can offer some contracts or later on and try to get people that just to fill the roster. We also need some backups since we lost 2. So I want maybe Ryan Mallett. It looks like he costs less than Matt Flynn. So let's try Ryan Mallett. He's into the spread. He has a big arm. He's a big cannon arm from Arkansas. He also used to be Ryan Mallett. Used to be a quarterback at Michigan. Akeem Nicks is there. We do need to sign another receiver because we only have 4 or 3 right now on the roster. Percy Harvin would be big. Let's see if we can get Percy Harvin. That'd be crazy. Deshaun Jackson and Percy Harvin. That would just be lightning fast. Lightning speed. Alright, we can't offer him because of our salary cap restrictions. So that's not going to happen. Sadly enough, that's not going to happen. We're not going to be able to sign him. So let's see my signings real quick. Just show you guys who I've gotten so far and who I've looked at so far. Brandon Flowers we offered. Logan Mankins we offered. Nick Mangold, Ryan Mallett. Thad Lewis I also offered. Just to get another backup, another QB at backup that we can have him later on. Just in case anyone gets injured. We have 2 backups. That's pivotal because we did have injuries last season with Matthew Stafford. Okay, this is who I actually got, guys. The Prince. I got Logan Mankins. I did get Nick Mangold. I did get Ryan Mallett, and I did get Thad Lewis. We didn't end up signing Brandon Brandon Flowers, but we did get a cornerback that's going to be opposite of Desmond Trufant. It's a pretty good corner too. We're going to be able to use those. We're going to be having those backups. Let's look at the roster real quick to close this out. Go to the roster just so I can show you guys what we have, what the roster is going to look like. You know, I did make some more signings too, besides the ones you just seen. Matthew Stafford, Ryan Mallett, Thad Lewis. We can trade one of these, maybe pick up someone else, clear some cap space, whatever we have to do. But we might need to clear some cap space later on. Joique Bell, Reggie Bush, all those guys are back. We didn't have to re-sign any of them, so that's big for us. Joique Bell's probably going to be our starter this year, whereas last year Reggie Bush was a starter. He's only an 86 in speed now. Reggie's getting old. We might have to trade some Reggie. Get rid of Bush. Get rid of Bush League. And here we are with Calvin Johnson, Megatron, the leading receiver last year in the NFL, the man that basically did whatever he wanted to any defense ever. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap this up for me. You know, I really just wanted to show you the roster, show you what was going on, show you the things that are going to be going on. And the next time you're going to see this is probably in a couple of weeks. There's going to be some actual season gameplay, and then I'm going to switch into a My Player mode for the Oakland Raiders. That's going to be fun. That's going to be something new, something I've never done before. Anyways, guys, stay frosty. Remember, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. There's the studs in the middle. Nick Fairley and Dominic Conso. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys next time, and stay frosty.